Welcome to this explainer. Today we're pulling back the curtain on something that honestly frustrates pretty much everyone, navigating the notoriously confusing Malaysian insurance market. Seriously, if you've ever tried to hunt down a truly optimal plan, one that actually protects your family without totally draining your wallet, you know exactly how overwhelming it can be. Well, we're going to break down the insider secrets of the industry today. We'll decode the tricky tactics they use to sell you generic packages and give you a super actionable framework to make sure you actually secure the best possible coverage.
Think about this very familiar scenario for a second. You wake up, you decide it's time to be responsible. So you start searching for a great insurance plan. You hop on Google, maybe scroll Facebook, see a few ads, and you make a call. And then, bam, you are absolutely bombarded. You start getting proposal after proposal from all these different agents. But here's the crazy part. When you lay them all out on the table to compare them, they make absolutely 0 sense side by side. The benefits are wildly different, the numbers are all over the place, and instead of feeling secure, you just end up deeply confused. You kind of feel like the whole process is some sort of giant trick, right?
Okay, let's dive straight into part 1, the insurance shopping trap. We need to explore exactly why these proposals always seem to conflict and confuse the buyer. So what's actually happening behind the scenes here? Well, here is a massive insider secret that catches so many people totally off guard. Insurance companies and their agents can actually manipulate these proposals. Yeah, they tweak the variables and show you entirely different figures just to make their specific plan look way, way better. You'll often hear an agent say something like, "Hey, look, why am I cheaper than the other agent?" They use these manipulated, skewed figures to tear down the competition. And the most shocking part? This literally happens even when you're comparing two agents from the exact same company. They play with the numbers so you never, ever get a fair comparison. And what this does is create a complete illusion of choice. When you're dealing with what we call captive agent selling, meaning the agent is tied to just one company and they're just pushing their specific numbers, you as the consumer are left totally tricked. You might think, oh, I'm making an informed decision. I looked at 3 different quotes. But if the very foundation of those quotes has been manipulated to highlight totally non-comparable benefits, you aren't really choosing the best plan. You're just choosing the best sales pitch.
So the crucial point is how we break out of this. That brings us to section 2, getting an apple-to-apple match.
The absolutely only way to make a genuinely informed decision is to insist on a true apple-to-apple comparison. This means you need an independent party, someone who isn't pushing a single company's agenda, to run quotations from several different companies, but with the exact same coverage and similar benefits. You need those facts and figures laid out clearly right in front of you. Once those variables are finally standardized, all that manipulation just disappears. And then you can clearly decide for yourself which plan is actually the right fit. But listen, finding the best insurance isn't just a simple math problem where you look at prices. We need to look at part 3, customizing to your lifestyle. It is highly personal. It's about matching specific features to how you actually manage your life. And this brilliantly illustrates how your current life stage has to dictate your strategy. Take deductibles, for example. During your working years, you might actually want a much higher deductible. Why? Well, because you probably have company insurance that you can rely on to cover those smaller medical bills, right? By taking a higher deductible on your personal plan, you get a huge discount on your premiums. But fast forward to your retirement, when that company insurance is gone, you're going to want a specific feature in your policy that seamlessly drops your plan to a lower or even 0 deductible setup. This level of customization is amazing, right? But here is the harsh reality. A lot of agents will simply never tell you that you can do this. Why? Because their specific company's product might not even have that flexible deductible feature. And since they literally can't propose anything else, they're forced to die sell you whatever generic, rigid plan they happen to have in their briefcase. They'll try to convince you it's exactly what you need, completely ignoring how your actual lifestyle and coverage needs are going to change as you move from your working years into retirement.
Now, what's really interesting about this next part, let's jump into section 4, income needs over generic budgets.
This is the final major pitfall. Agents completely ignoring your actual income protection requirements just to get a fast sale. There's a massive, massive difference between budget-based selling and true need-based selling. A lazy approach happens when an agent just asks, "Hey, what's your budget?" Say you tell them 200 ringgit a month. Boom, they instantly pull up a generic package to hit that exact number, play around with the basic limits and present it to you. But wait a second, they haven't taken even 1 minute to understand what it actually takes to protect your family or replace your income if something terrible happens to you. A real tailored plan calculates your actual income protection needs first to secure your family's future rather than just checking off a 200 ringgit quota box.
All right, let's move to our final section and see how this all builds together in Part 5, Secure Your Best Plan. It is time to take back control of this process and totally stop being manipulated.
Here is your optimized buyer's journey right here. Step 1. Completely reject manipulated single company quotes that try to tear down competitors with skewed, messy figures. Step 2. Demand a strict apple-to-apple comparison across several companies from an independent perspective. And Step 3. Ensure the plan's features, like those deductibles and income protection limits we talked about, are specifically tailored to your current lifestyle and your future retirement, not just what an agent wants to sell you based on an arbitrary budget. You absolutely deserve a plan built around your actual life.
So if you like the structure we've laid out today and you are ready to stop guessing and start comparing fairly, check out the description to get your best insurance plan. Seriously, the information to book a completely free one-on-one coaching session is sitting right there in the description and the comment box. This is your chance to get that independent, fully customized comparison done for you.
I really want to leave you with this one critical thought as we wrap up this explainer. Look at the policies you currently hold, or even those proposals sitting on your desk right now. Are you paying for what you actually need to protect your family and your future? Or are you just paying for what your agent wanted to sell you? Don't let the illusion of choice dictate your financial security. Check the description, get the cold hard facts laid out in front of you, and take control of your coverage today.